Yes! 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 Today is... Turn it down! Today is the day. Night City Wire. Cyberpunk Night City Wire. New gameplay, new trailers, new everything. An in-depth analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself first and foremost. I am 24. This is my podcast, 24's podcast, the best video gaming and sports podcast on the entire internet. I'm going to look at every single second, every single frame of the event. For disclaimer, we're not actually going to watch it like real time. This is going to be post the show, post everything. It's not going to be linear. I'm going to be taking you on a lot of different varying pathways through the gameplay. I'm going to be showing you a lot of information. This is probably going to be the best breakdown of this event on the entire internet. Nobody's going to do it better than 24. Also, I saw apparently IGN already has their take and their views, and I'm just going to check on whether or not IGN has any new gameplay, whether or not anyone has any new gameplay. If they don't, it's just going to be boom, quickly, we're going to be done. I'll watch it on my own time. If they do have new gameplay, all right, we'll watch some of it. We'll see. This is going to be a lot longer, though, by the way. So, like the actual event is like 25 minutes long. This is going to be a lot longer than that. Also, I recorded part of this. It screwed up. My computer battery died. I recharged it. It was done. I don't want to talk about it. So I'm re-recording it. I have seen a lot of what we're about to see. Like, up until... I'll tell you when I haven't... Like, I didn't see the new gameplay. I saw a lot of the new gameplay that they showed off, but I haven't seen everything yet. And, oh, by the way, I apologize if there's black bars on the side of your screen. I can't figure it out. But with all that kind of out of the way, let's get right into Cyberpunk 2077 Night City Wire. All right. That's enough. I wanted to fade out the song and stuff like that, but I was like, nope. Let's just get into it. So, as I take this 40-something seconds before the event actually starts... Oh, wait. My bad. Let me mute that. I'll be muting and unmuting and pausing and unpausing, and I'll be, like, going over all of the entire event once again. So we'll see, like, you'll pretty much see the actual event, like, twice. Pretty much. So, again, I've seen everything, and I will be very, very thorough with the actual gameplay. Let's get this, hey, let's get it going. All right, I'll mute myself. Wait, stop. Jesus Christ! All right, so let me talk about something very, very important. So, and I'll be going from 2018 gameplay to 2019 gameplay. So, first and foremost, do you see this? I don't think you can, but in the top pretty much bar of the screen, it says work in progress, like up here. I don't think you can see it, but it says work in progress. So, this gameplay, it doesn't necessarily, it's a disclaimer. It's like, it's to prevent them from getting sued or whatever for false advertisement, excuse me. But for the most part, this gameplay looks to me to be the final version of the game. This looks like the actual game that we're going to be playing. There also seems to be new weapons and stuff like that. This looks like an AR that you have. They've also changed up the HUD as well. So, and I'll be talking about the HUD just a little bit. But they changed up... well, for starters, they added a lot of stuff. They added in this stuff right here, this button prompt, shoot, aim, reload, melee attack. They added in your health bar from down here to up here. And they have your inventory, it looks like, your medicine, your, what's it called? Your Koresnikov, your grenades here. And I think this is other stuff as well. These other two, these are directional buttons. You probably can't see them. Your weapon type is down here. What is that? It's like a Genesis 1924. Your ammo in the clip is in blue. Your total ammo is in red. It looks similar, but they added on some stuff. Also, I want to show you something kind of cool that I noticed. The Quadra looks banging. Just look at that thing. Just look at it. Let me show you, and I noticed this in the first gameplay, the first time I did this, I noticed it. Just like, look at the Quadra from this gameplay, and I know that the camera is more zoomed in here than it is here, but just look at the Quadra. Can you tell the subtle differences that they have with the Quadra? Right? Just new Quadra, old Quadra. Right? New, old. There's some differences. First and foremost, this thing, whatever this is, this V, it wasn't on this version of the Quadra. And maybe it's because the camera is zoomed in. Maybe they have a different body kit. Actually, let me check that out. No, it's the same. It has a similar body kit, but doesn't it look bigger? A little bit bigger, you know? Just doesn't it look a little bit bigger? They changed out the spoiler as well. So the spoiler, it's a little bit different. I know that they look similar, but it looks a little bit different. Also, it looks like the headlights, or not the headlights, but the tail lights are a little bit more animated. So if we go back just a little bit to when they first showed it off, it looks like the headlights, they're not fully lit up here, whereas they're fully lit up there. Just subtle differences here and there. What does all that mean? It means that they changed some stuff up from the time that they showed off the gameplay to us last time to now. Let's continue forward. All right, a lot of stuff to unpack there. So, where should I begin? Let me go all the way back to the beginning. And let's mute. So, the first frame that they showed off was this frame right here, where you're seeing kind of a bunch of corporations and gangs and stuff like that within Night City, and it shows just how the influence of the corporations, the gangs, the organizations have within Night City. Right. The first shot you get is Spunky Monkey, which I think is an organization that may be revealed, maybe not. We'll see. But the main thing that I saw from this frame, and I went over it the last time that I recorded this, was the tiger claws. This is their symbol right here. I'll show you it just in a little bit. But the tiger claws, I think, are a gang that is like traditional Japanese. Let me show you kind of some artwork for them. Where is it? Here it is. So here's kind of the here's kind of some of the artwork for the gang. They ride these neon bikes, or not these neon bikes, but they ride motorbikes. They have like these incandescent, tattoos, like tattoos that light up, that glow, and stuff like that. And they use, let me try and find here we go. They use katanas as well. So this is the tiger claws. This is the gang that, and here's their symbol once again. And where's the gameplay demo? Here it is. So there's their symbol there. Here's the symbol right there, right? Same symbol. And here's like the actual gang. I don't know why their symbols are red and stuff like that when they're like neon blue and purple, but I won't judge. It's like, you know, what do I know about designing a gang logo? Speaking of gang logos, here's another one. The Moxes. They are a group of people that protect sex workers. They're going to get into specifically who they are and what they are later on. But in the game, you can have relationships with certain characters within the game. And it looks like you can maybe have a relationship with one of the Moxes within the game. I don't know who, I don't know where, but it looks like you can. So these are a bunch of people that protect sex workers, both male and female, from abuse. And this, it looks like it's their bar, as evident by the sign Mox's bar. And then again, more influence with corporations and gangs within the city, with all of the advertisement, bang 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 bang, like it's everywhere, bang bang bang, and then maybe something over there. And it looks like your character broke his nose and he's popping it back into place. I didn't notice that the first go around. But now it's like when I heard the crack, I was like, oh yeah, he broke his nose. Bang, there it is. This is the Quadra. In this version of the Quadra, it looks like you customized it. So it looks like vehicle and car customization is within the game by the by. If you don't recognize this street, this was the street that you get into a car chase in the original 2018 gameplay demo. Just in case if you were wondering, is that the same street? It is the exact same street. And a lot of the gameplay is shown off at night, and they're showing off like how rain and stuff like that affects the signs. The city looks really, really cool at night, by the way. Just look at that. Cannot wait to get in and just drive around and play at night and see what happens at night. This is very, very important. This is the Mox's gang hideout, right? This is their bar. And inside their bar, it looks like they have these devices, these 3 big cubes, right? These are brain dance. So brain dance is kind of like VR simulation, except if VR simulation was like interactive porn. Apparently, that's what it is. I now realize that, and I may not be able to show off some of the stuff that may be shown off. We'll see. I don't know. But here it looks like, and you'll kind of get this. Hold on. You'll kind of get this character. Here he is. Like, he kind of, like, I don't even need to say what it looks like, because you already know what it looks like. It looks like he's going in a simulation. It looks like he's freaking watching porn. But another scene, I don't know how this correlates with brain dance. Maybe this is you in the simulation or watching somebody else in the simulation. This is a Ripper Doc. The Ripper Docs, they give cyberware, which they take so long to explain that. It's like they give cyberware. Another Ripper Doc. Again, Spunky Monkeys. Maybe this is a brand of cyberware that you can have within the game. This brand right here. I don't know. We'll see. It's going really, really fast. So I have to constantly keep on rewinding to try and get the frame. This may be a car that you can get within the game. Maybe. Apparently, the car name is called the Ariandite. The Ariandite? I think that's how you say it. Looks like the cops are going after you as well. You entering the Mox's club. This is these two girls are probably Mox's. They look like it. They have the neon hair. Or they could be Tiger Claws. I don't know. But it definitely... Oh, no. These are Mox's. So how do you kind of tell the Moxes from other gangs? They have these, like, Dia de los Muertos skulls. Like, and here's like 2 skulls in the background. Just because they're blue and purple doesn't necessarily mean that they're Moxes, even though those are their gang colors. Remember, they are also the gang colors of the Tiger Claws as well. That's not a good picture. Here it is, right? So it's like she kind of looks like she's a part of the Tiger Claw. But it looks like she's a Mox. This is a really interesting scene in the gameplay demo, right? Let me pause it. Let me pause it. Right when they get to him. Bang, they hit you with the baton. So, this is a leader of a gang, right? Let's go all the way back to 2 years ago in 2018. This is very important. Trust me, this is worth it. So, all the way back in 2018, you have pretty much the exact same interaction. Let me set the scene for you. You and Jackie are going in and you're trying to buy this robot here, right? He's going to show it off. He's going to bring it to you. You're trying to buy this robot. It's in this box. It's a spider bot. It can cloak. It has it's a military grade bot, right? Here it is. You're trying to buy this thing. And you're negotiating with these guys. They're friendly. You can buy them. You can buy the bot off of them, or you can just come in here and murder them. You decide to take the chip, not the chip, but the money from an organization who just wants to figure out how they got this bot. Because the organization that made this bot was stolen from them. They just want the information. They don't care about the bot. They don't even care about the gang, right? So they give you a chip with the money to buy the bot. This guy in the background, he's a very, very important character. He's, I think, the leader of the gang. So he's not buying it. He thinks you're a rat. Hold on, and I'll let him say it. Sorry for the weirdness. Right? So he's suspicious of you, as he should be. So you're supposed to buy this bot, and then this happens, right? Boom. You draw your weapon on him. He's like, I don't want to die. How much did you say for it? How much did you say you had? 50K? I'll take it. So he takes it, puts it in a machine. A machine. I bit my tongue by accident. And it turns out the chip was bugged. Chip had a virus on it, right? Everything goes to shit. People start suspecting you. The door closes of his little hideout, of his little base. And you start murdering a bunch of people, right? He runs away. And you find him again in the garage of the base. And you encounter him as a boss this time, right? So bang. You're trying to fight him. You get his shields down. His shields are now down. So now you can hit him. And it's going to count for damage. You're dodging and weaving. You're dodging and weaving. Bang. You reload. Bang. One more time. He's dead. Watch what happens here. Bang. No more boss battle. No more, trying to find him. No more killing him. No more interaction with him. Bang. He's just done. He's gone. So it talks about the choices within the game. There's actual choices with the game. It's not just, oh, you got to encounter this boss battle at this specific point in the game. It's like, nope, you can kill the boss without actually, encountering him. Or not encountering him, but without actually, fighting him. So here, again, another sign of the tiger claws. Back here, tiger claw, right here. Also, brain dance is over here. I'm noticing everything here. Some different guns and stuff like that have been shown throughout this gameplay trailer. These idiots. This guy? No, never mind. I thought he was a different person. By the way, they give Dex this voice changer that makes him sound a little bit more robotic. I'll let you hear it just for a little bit. So you get it, right? He has a different voice, or he has a voice changer. He didn't have that in the original gameplay demo 2 years ago. By the way, we'll talk more about the Badlands and the cars that you can drive within the Badlands, but we'll see. We'll see. And here, just kind of going through the trailer, and really nothing of note here to add. This is cool. This is important, by the way. So you're going in, and this is the mission where you get the chip that you insert that gives you Johnny Silverhand, right? This is the game. This is the part of the game where the trailer that they showed off last year in June, actually around this time. So here you go. You're entering into, I think, Arasaka Industries, and this little thing, this kind of it shows you just how interesting the cyberware that you have within your body is. And apparently this is all within the prologue. So this is all this gameplay that you're seeing right now is within the first couple of hours of the game. So this is a mini map of the actual city and skyscrapers and stuff like that you're going to go in. These blue lines, I think these are streets, and maybe these small red lines going, or maybe, yeah, I think the blue lines are streets, the red lines are maybe walkways and bridges and stuff like that. This circled tower is probably the city, or not the city, but the skyscraper that you're in and that you're infiltrating. And I just love how seamless it is. Maybe it isn't one-to-one, but it looks like it is. One-to-one being gameplay-wise, because it seems like all of this stuff is happening even in cutscenes and stuff like that. And here you have a camera of it looks like an office, the CEO's office in the game. This guy, they're going to talk about him a little bit later on, but this guy is a fully converted cyborg. How fucking cool is he? He looks awesome! Check that dude out! This is the Militech agent that is sent to, that you're sent to, talk to and deal with you. And she's like, you're trying to blackmail me? She didn't say that in the original one. By the way, this thing, apparently it can fly. Can you fly it? I don't know. But it also confirms that there's flying vehicles within the game that you can at least interact with. Can you fly? I don't know. If you can fly, can you fly flying vehicles? If you can do it, can your car turn into a flying vehicle? I don't know. Sorry to speculate so much, but I don't know. This isn't the Quadra, by the way. This is them just doing donuts. And again, you flying in another vehicle, again, showcasing off Night City, taking drugs, In a club. Is there anything else in the trailer? No, not really. There's some different guns. They'll probably go over the different guns in the game. This looks like a shotgun, by the way. Yep, shotgun. This is the smart gun. A little bit of boxing. By the way, oh, a 2x2. By the way, this looks like a stick-up, doesn't it? Like, you're holding the gun sideways like, yeah, I'm a gang, yeah, gangster, yeah, I'm a thug. I think you have tattoos. Like, this is a tattoo, and maybe this as well. Or, this looks like a glove, actually. But this, like, these blue markings on your arm look like tattoos. They don't glow, so maybe you have to go somewhere to get them to glow. But you can, we already knew you could have tattoos, but apparently you're sticking up somebody. Bang. You kill another person. The next part right here is super important. So I've been curious to see the extent of the cyberware, for example. So a little bit weird how that interacts because you didn't have the actual cyberware out. But this looks like a grenade or a missile launcher. So you're pretty much Boba Fett, except if Boba Fett had the missile launcher in his arm. It's really, really cool. And I think that's the end of the trailer that they had originally. Oh no, I keep on forgetting that there's this small little part afterwards, and it shows a little bit of the character customization as well. So you go into the no-tell motel, you interact with Dex. It looks like in this playthrough, instead of picking like a street kid, you pick or a nomad, you pick a corpo. So you're wearing like this very, very droll black kind of suit. Or top or whatever it is, and you know you're angry and you're pissed off because Dex betrayed you and stuff like that, and you punch the glass and you're pissed off and he murders you, and then you see Johnny Silverhand and that's the end. All right, let's continue forward. Don't share it because we got to go over some stuff. Okay, so a lot of stuff that they just showed off within that. Like I don't even know how long it is because I'm not keeping time, but a lot of very, very, very important stuff that we just saw from what they were talking about. So, again, emphasizing that you can fly around the city. This is a little bit over the Mox's hideout, by the way. Also, something that I keep on noticing is apparently, like, you can check the stock prices of certain companies and stuff like that. To what extent and why does that matter? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Probably about it later on. Wait, is this all the way back? I just want to make sure that this is like everything that we're talking about here. Yes, it is. So, another thing that's super important is... Oh, and it looks like, by the way, that during the prologue... So, in the prologue, you have different character paths that you can take. You can take the Corpo path, the Street Kid, and the Nomad... The Nomad right now, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like in this particular case, you picked the Nomad, and this is like the first mission that you're going in and stuff like that. So in this part of the game, you're driving this van, right? You're driving it, and you're only in, by the way, this is the Badlands, so it looks like the Badlands is like this fully explorable region that you have. Here's like the mini map that you can use to navigate. Here's your speedometer. I don't know if you can see it, but you're going like 70 miles an hour right now. We'll talk about that in a couple of like minutes. But I want you to keep this in mind, right? This bottom right or almost bottom right hand corner of the screen, handbrake, switch camera, radio, and exit vehicle. Keep all of that in mind later on because it's going to happen. It's going to be very, very important within literally like the next couple of minutes of the gameplay trailer. So you and Jack, you're toasting and drinking and stuff like that. And then let me go a little bit forward here. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. So remember what I was talking about with like literally a couple of seconds ago because I said that it would be relevant. The stuff, oh, wait. There may even be something more important. Yes, there is. Look at the bottom left hand of the screen right here. So it looks like this is a car logo. The left directional button right here. I'll kind of move my mouse out. You can kind of see it right there. You may not be able to see it. It's probably a little bit harder for you to see it. But bottom left, it's a car logo. Maybe you can summon a car in the game as well. I don't know. we'll see. But again, here's all of your inventory and stuff like that. This, by the way, is like your phone, so you can access like messages and stuff like that. I wonder if really you could access your car. That'd be cool. So you're pretty much Batman. Again, this is all the stuff that you have on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Look at what happens when you enter into the Quadra. Bang. Right there. Look at this. Handbrake, switch camera. What does this say? Combat mode. Radio exit vehicle. What does combat mode mean exactly? Does it mean essentially that your car kind of turns into like the Batmobile and stuff like that? Where in Arkham Knight, essentially where, you know, you had a drive around mode where you could get around Gotham City, and then you had a mode where you could but you could fight enemies and stuff like that. Does the Quadra have that? Because it kind of looks bulletproof. Oh, another thing that's really, really cool, before I continue forward with the Quadra, check this out. That's like Japanese, right? You can see it. You can maybe barely see it. This is Japanese. It's now English. Like, it translates the actual subtitles in front of... That's so cool to me. Even though it's, you know, it's subtitles and stuff like that, it's so cool. Another more defined version of the map, so it does look like the blue lines within Night City are roads. And it looks like these, like, maybe these white lines are outlines of buildings. So maybe you just park your car on this road, and you go into these areas and you interact with characters. But check out the Quadra. Check out this beast. Check it out. Don't just look at the screen, because we're looking in-depth analysis. By the way, before I get into that, you kind of have your messages here, going back to what I was talking about with, you know, apparently you have this phone thing. You may be able to access your phone like this, but also check this out. Your current total balance. You get transferred 310 eddies. You have over 7,000. But let's go back to the Quadra. This is super important. Don't even look. Don't look at the center. Don't look here. Look like right in here. Look bottom left. Look at how fast the Quadra can take off. And by take off, I mean take off. Check that out. Watch it. Clock it. Bang. How fast is that? Let me pull out my phone. Let me get my stopwatch, right? Let me see how fast you can go 0 to 100. You're going 100 miles an hour. I got my... Oh, all right, I'm about to time it. Unofficial time. Let me actually go back a little bit further, so that way you don't have the bar on the screen, so that way you can see and you can clock it with me. I'm about to clock this thing. I'm going to time it when it goes 0 to 60. Hold on. 2 seconds. We'll say 3, because maybe 2.36 seconds, right? Because I may have been a little bit slow on the dot, on the clock here, right? I'm gonna do it as soon as he enters. Boom. 2 seconds. You're going 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, and check out check out the top speed. Check out how fast this thing can go. Check it out. You're going almost 100 miles on a side street, and it's still climbing, except it cuts away from the Quadra. You're going almost 100 miles in like less than 10 seconds. I'm not a car guy, but even I know that's pretty fast. Jesus Christ. And then it goes to another car, right? Where it goes to the car in the Badlands. Let me try and see it. Again, this is the Mox's base. This is the Mox's, excuse me. You can tell by the Mox, by the outline of this is the Mox and stuff like that. Right? You enter the club or bar. It's a club. It's a club. We'll go in. You're going to meet this Mox. This may be a leader of this gang, of this group, of this organization. It kind of looks like she is. Or this could be somebody that you could have a relationship with. So within the game, there's people that could essentially be... You could have essentially surface-level relationships with, or deep relationships with them as well. Let me try and find it, because they're talking way too much. Oh no, they showed it in the last like part of the gameplay. They showed it in the trailer with her. Don't worry, we'll go back. But they showed it with this girl. Let me try and find her. Maybe she was a little bit before. Apparently, Safari did not like that at all. Where is she? I think she was a little bit prior to this. Maybe a little bit prior to this? Here she is. So, in the game, you can have very, very surface-level relationships with people. You can have one-night stands. You can hook up with prostitutes. That is in the game. But you can also have these very, very deep relationships with these people where they become your girlfriends, where they become your significant others, etc., within the game. And this person, she could be the leader of the Moxes. She could be just a member of the Mox. She could be, you know, somebody who could essentially be your significant other. I don't know. We'll see. Going back to the gameplay that they showed off. Let me go back to... Let me find it where you're in the club once again. And let me end with the Badlands, actually, because there's no new gameplay with the club. So again, kind of emphasizing that you're a nomad and you're kind of driving around, and you this is before you essentially go into Night City. This is one of the starts to the game that you can have. So there's already multiple starts to the game that you can have within this game. But with the Nomad, right, you have this POS little truck thing that's only going like 63 miles an hour. It's not even close to the Quadra. You're going 60-something miles an hour. And it's chugging along. It's struggling. It's like a fat guy on a treadmill. 64 miles an hour. Meanwhile, the Quadra can go that in 2 seconds. You change out something, in the battery. Bang. Sparks fly. You hit the road once again. Now you're going 80, 90. Check this out. Wait. Bang. 100 miles. I don't know if you can see it, but bottom right-hand corner, you're going 100 miles right now. You're booking it. You're cooking it. You're cooking 40s. Point is, cars can go really, really fast in this game. And I like how they're not, like, realistic and stuff like that. Maybe not realistic is the way that I should say it, but it's like, you know how when you play, like, a racing game or whatever, it's like you have to wait for your cars to be able to go to, like, 100 miles. Like it takes a little while. It's like it seems almost automatic because a lot of the gameplay, if not all of it, that's been shown off was, like, prologue stuff. So maybe you could get your car going up to, like, 200 miles easily. We'll see. This guy, though. Don't know what his name is. That's the Arasaka logo. Again, this guy is a fully converted cyborg, and he looks badass. He looks incredible. They did a great job with him. I can't imagine taking on that dude. Just look at him. Look at him. And you two are like staring each other down. That's so awesome, man. That is so... And then look at just how big that dude is. Just look at his back. You can see, like, his spine. Look at that. Just look at this. Look at his... Like, just look at that. That's so cool, man. That is so cool. Oh, my God. Is that it? Is that all you got to show me? Oh, yeah. They're talking about Ripper Docs. I already explained what they are. They're people who can put cyberware in your body. Oh, yeah. Let me talk about cyberware. By the way, this gun that you have right here, completely different from the gun that you have in the original gameplay demo. Let me go all the way back to the Ripper Doc. It's pretty much the exact same scene, by the way. Let me actually see. Oh, yeah. Here's one of the main sponsors of the game, Spunky Monkey. And for the game, maybe not for the game, but in the game. Let me go to when you have the gun model. So this is essentially the exact same thing, not theme, but scene, except with a female. So you have a Militech gun here. What type of gun do you have here? It does not look as cool. Do they show the gun model? No, it's not a Militech. See, the gun models are different, right? This is like a fully automatic to semi-automatic weapon. This is a POS. Like, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look as good, but they're obviously two different guns, right? Like, you can obviously see the difference, right? The barrels are different. The triggers, I think, are different. Like, the bottom parts are a little bit different. This is probably the better gun. And you can kind of see the Militech engraving right here. This gun doesn't have it. So this is probably a better gun because it's just a black, no engraving, nothing. It's obviously a completely different gun. And this is the male character. He gets the POS gun. And you can even kind of look at the exact same scene, right? Where they do the exact same thing, where they look similar, but they're obviously different guns. Or maybe they did change the gun models. But the other gun looked fatter. This gun looks skinnier. We'll see. I think that's it. Oh yeah, it is it. So, oh my god, it's not my computer. It's the freaking stream. It's over with. So they're trying to like get me to go back. I'm not going to go back. But we'll continue forward with the event. Sorry, I have to pause here. That's not a big surprise. In fact, I kind of talked about how essentially Cyberpunk 2077, and I was speculating at the time, but now it's confirmed. You can play it on PS5. But with the what was it? They were talking about something. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know what I was trying to talk about. Let me go back. What was she talking about? I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to add here. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, we'll just move on from here. Oh, yeah. Before she starts, I now remember what I wanted to talk about. This is the first of many episodes, apparently, for Night City Wire. When is the next episode? I don't know. Maybe they'll talk about it later on. We'll see. But this is only the first, and what I hope is maybe 2 or 3, maybe a monthly thing. I don't know. I thought that they were going to have an hour plus of gameplay. Boy, was I wrong. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll let you watch it, but, I mean, it's 2 years out. I would assume, especially because they're working with Netflix, that the reason, maybe not the reason, but probably one of the reasons that helped them out was probably how well The Witcher did. But I don't think the Witcher TV show worked, or not worked, but used The Witcher 3, like in the Witcher game series as like the lore. I think they kind of did their own thing. But I'll let you watch it. I'll come back after I take a quick bathroom break, and we'll discuss the Brain Dance gameplay. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute now. Okay, I didn't know Trigger was making this. It never occurred to me. Even before I was like, that sounds familiar, right? I'll talk about this for like a couple minutes. So the song that I played at the beginning of my podcast, right, was the song from one of my favorite animated movies of all time, Promare. Promare, like, I can't even describe to you what Promare is. You gotta watch it. But they also created Kill la Kill, I think, and like a couple of other animes as well. Like this is a great studio that they're working with. They're Shibuya. I can't believe it. They got them. You can even see the Promare, like the Promare shirts that they're wearing. Oh my god, that was such a great movie. All right, moving forward. I'll now watch. I'll now watch this on my own time. I won't waste any of yours. All right, let's continue forward. Before we take a look, I thought that Brain Dance was essentially like a porn VR experience. I think that's what it was. I saw it like on a YouTuber's like YouTube channel where they were talking essentially about like the thumbnail was like somebody with 3 mouse or whatever. But I thought that's what Brain Dance was. Apparently that's not what Brain Dance is. I apologize for that. I thought that's what it was. I literally just looked it up on my phone. It's like, nope. That's not what it is at all. So I was fucking wrong. I apologize for that. That's my mistake. Also, I should mention this. Pretty much even though at the top of the screen it has the watermark, work in progress, stuff like that, this is pretty much the game. Like this is it. It's only, unfortunately, it's only 5 months away, but this is the game that we're gonna get. This is it. Like everything that you see here is maybe not. I shouldn't say 1-to-1 gameplay, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. All right, let me pause it right here. I'll look before we continue forward. It looks like the part of the trailer where I was like, it looks like your character is holding the gun sideways. It's like this is the guy on Brain Dance. This is the part where I was like, oh, your character has a tattoo and they're wearing like weird pink gloves. Remember I was talking about that's weird that it looks like your character is sticking up somebody because they're holding the gun sideways and they're in front of a cash register and this person. This is that scene. All right, let's continue forward. So, I don't really have a lot to add because I gotta freaking hear them explain it because I am very confused. So we'll continue forward before I give like some thoughts on Brain Dance and stuff like that. Oh yeah, by the way, she even, not this girl, but the girl in the game, she even was like, the only good thing that Brain Dance, the only thing we do here with Brain Dances is for flogging the log, it's jerking off. And even like the person who's narrating the whole, or not narrating, but hosting the event, she's like, Brain Dance is used for like sexual things and stuff like that. So technically, I was still right. But let's continue forward with the event. This isn't me. This isn't me. This is them. That's not mine. Let me find another one. I just want to get that little clip of what he was saying. I'll just watch this instead because this seems way better. Yes. 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 Hopefully in just a few weeks means like 2-3 weeks. Yes. Great event. Great. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was coming into this event being like, you know what? I'm not necessarily that happy or that excited that they're gonna show off 25 minutes of stuff that isn't gameplay, but I was surprised at how much stuff that they mixed into the gameplay. Not stuff, but how much gameplay they mixed into the narration, what they were talking about. And hopefully a few weeks means like 2-3 weeks. So around the time like Ghost of Tsushima comes out. But what did I see and what did I think of Brain Dance? I don't know. Like, can you tell me what Brain Dance is all about? Like, I guess they're trying to say, hey, this is a very important storytelling mechanic within the game. You know what it actually reminds me of? It reminds me of the times in The Witcher 3 that you were playing as Ciri. So the game would flash back to Ciri, and you would play for, 10, 20, 30, sometimes to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes. This character that is completely detached from Geralt, she's kind of doing her own thing, but you're learning who she is based upon her interactions with other characters within the game. You learn what she's... excuse me. Just burped. That sounded weird. You learn who she is through her many interactions with all of the different characters within the game. Like, Ciri is a fantastic character, not just because of, what she does within the game, but because you see what she actually does through the game. It's not told, it's shown. And I feel like that's the vibe that they're trying to put with this game, where they want you to, they want to see, they not see, but they want to show you the, like what happens within the game and the characters within the game as well in Brain Dance. So apparently Brain Dance is a very important story mechanic, as well as it being, I guess, something that you can, like, porn in the game. Maybe not porn, but, like, I don't know. The lore is that I don't know. So before I, like, leave you, they actually have new gameplay? Or is this B-roll? This is B-roll, it looks like, right? Yeah, this is B-roll. How did they get this? You know what irks me sometimes is whenever people have B-roll and they just won't release the B-roll. They'll just be like, we'll just have it. Let me try and find it. Let me try and find the new gameplay. Do they have the actual gameplay? Does anyone have new gameplay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then we'll kind of close. I mean, they have B-roll. Like, everybody has B-roll. Which I want the release of the actual B-roll. Okay. I'll figure all this out on my own time. But man, that sucks. I hope that people release the gameplay. Maybe this guy has it. Or is this just him mashing together a bunch of the clips in the game and stuff like that, right? This is him just, yep, mashing the clips together from old gameplay. That's so obnoxious. I wish people would. Is this it? Please be it. Yes, this is it. This is what I want. Is this the entire clip? Is this like everything? Like this, is this the entire gameplay? Please be it. Let me check it out. Hold on. I think this is, thank you, I cannot believe I'm saying this. Thank you, Kotaku, for releasing the entire B-roll. Instead of talking, this is the brain dance. No, I don't think this is the entire one. Where's the Quadra? There's Quadra gameplay, right? You have the Quadra gameplay, right? You better have it. Where's the Quadra gameplay? This is how I know they're not releasing the entire B-roll. Release the entire footage. You have the entire footage. Why don't you release the entire footage? You know what? I'll take what I can get. Is this new B-roll? Wait. No. Is this the new gameplay? I'm gonna look all this up on my own time and like mash up the gameplay and stuff like that, but oh god. They have it. Like everybody has different B-roll, which sucks because it's like I want the entire event. I want it all. I want all the gameplay. All right, I got some research to do after I get done. But let me fucking hell, man. Yeah, I got some research to do after this. So, where's the actual thing? Here we go. Okay, so talked a little bit about Brain Dance. I don't have a lot of strong opinions on Brain Dance. What did I think of the event? I loved it. Please release all the B-roll, please and thank you. But the gameplay itself, it looks phenomenal. It looks great. I have no idea why they decided to release Brain Dance footage. I guess that it's going to be an important storytelling event. But, I mean, let's just look at the actual gameplay. Let's go back. Let's look at the actual gameplay. Where's them driving the Quadra? Oh, yeah. Let me go all the way back to this part. The end. Which is so important. I think the cars are so important in the game. And they're not talking about it. They're not talking about it at all. They're not talking about how great the driving actually looks. Check this. No, not this part. A little bit past it. Right here. Boom. Check this thing out. 80 miles an hour in the streets of Night City. And you're just cooking it. And look at how easily they take this turn. You're going almost 90 miles. You slow down to like 60 and you just gracefully take it. You just take the turn. Just look at that. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this video game. I am so excited for this video game. What else do I have to tell you? Not a lot, because that's it. I'll watch the other stuff that's I'll watch like the other videos and stuff like that, the other videos that they have on it. Like just look at this. Look at this, right? I think they even like when you're making a left, right? Look at your taillights. Like they change colors, or not change colors, but the lights they change when you're making turns and stuff like that. Am I tripping? Or does this look like one of the best games of the year? Once again, like either your tail light goes out as soon as you hit the ground, or it's just that way. Yeah, it just goes out. Never mind. Just look at it. Still image of the game. Just look at it. Look at the Quadra. Look at it. Look at the signs. Look at the street. I cannot wait. I could hold you here all day talking about how awesome this game looks. I will not. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been 24's podcast, the best video gaming and sports podcast on the entire internet. If you like this podcast, you can subscribe to my podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and RadioPublic. Pretty much where you can find any podcast, you can find my podcast, 24's Podcasts. I'm very excited for this video game. Ladies and gentlemen, until my next podcast and video, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll end the podcast here, and I will see you next time.